Hi, and welcome to our daily walk devotional for Wednesday, June the 16th. Well, we have been reading our way through the Psalms, and today I thought we would look at Psalm number 78. The author of this psalm is writing to the people of Israel and reminding them of all God has done for them through the generations. He reminds them that God decreed statutes and established the law in Israel, and then God commanded them to teach it to their children so the next generation, and even those generations not yet born, would know God's laws. God then did miracles in the sight of their ancestors in Egypt by dividing the sea that led them through the walls of water and guided them through the desert with a cloud by day and a fire all night. He split rocks to give water. God rained manna to eat, and he rained meat down on them like dust and birds like sand on the seashore. God drove out nations before them and allotted lands to them as an inheritance. But even with all the people had witnessed and experienced over the generations, the author states 3 separate times in this psalm how the nation Israel put God to the test by placing demands on God and forgetting his past deliverances and disobeying his commands. In each case, the problem was their ingratitude, which is the temptation first to grow accustomed to, then to expect, and finally demand God's blessings. Ingratitude can sneak up on us. We can become so comfortable in the blessings that we can start to become obstinate when we don't get the blessings we think we deserve. We can begin to think it's owed to us or that we have earned it. We can throw a tantrum, similar to a child who may demand more and more gifts or blessings from their parents, but then only complain that it wasn't the exact color they wanted or the wrong brand. You get the idea. Ingratitude. I don't know about you, but I have experienced feelings of ingratitude towards God. Things are going the way I think they should, and then I forget all about the many ways God has been my provider and sustainer over the years. Well, what about you? Is ingratitude doing the same thing in your life? So what can you and I do when we experience ingratitude towards God? The Apostle Paul shared some great advice in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. He says, "Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. Always, without ceasing, in all circumstances. These are the best antidote to ingratitude, and that is to count blessings. Take some time today and see how many blessings from God you can write down. How many do you think you can count? 10, 20, 50? Well, as the old hymn reminds us, count your many blessings and see what God has done.